Hey there, we are live from Midtown Comics Times Square. I am Henry, I'm with V.
Hello, once again.
And we have a great unboxing video for you guys this week. We have the entire Justice League Funko Pop collection. Funko, of course, makes so many awesome figures based on the DC live action cinematic universe. And the Funko Pops for Justice League are out of this world. Really cool. I'm super excited. Are you excited?
I am incredibly pumped, not just for the movie, but to show these off because these look amazing.
They really do. And so we've got the entire league here, and we're just going to show you, for example, a quick demo of the box. We got Cyborg here, right? Yes, I know, 2 of them. And so Cyborg, we've got, you'll see the window box packaging trademark of the Funko line with a little animated version of him off on the side. Show him off. There, you get a nice view of his profile. That half is his robot face. Over here, we get to see a full layout of the figure. And then on the back, they show you the entire line, which we carry. Pretty cool. But now we're going to take some of these Funkos and we're going to take them out. We'll start off right off the bat with the Funko Pop of the Flash. Now, for me, I'm a huge Flash guy. The Flash is my favorite DC Comics superhero, so I'm really excited to see him brought to life by Ezra Miller for the new movie. And his Funko Pop definitely delivers. A really cool pose that's ripped right out of a lot of the promotional materials. As you see the Flash about to take off. Really cool, really great figure, and it realizes his unique costume for the movie. Because, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure fans are well aware that there's more than one Flash in live action these days. But this has a very distinct and different look for the figure, showing off kind of the plating that Ezra Miller will be wearing as the Flash.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more gold around his costume. You see a little bit of it on the boot here, some on the belt there, a bit on the elbows. I mean, the paint applications are amazing on this figure.
I actually love the way that they detailed the helmet here.
Yeah,
because with him, it's more of a helmet than it is a mask, because he's a bit more armored in this. And it's cool because it shows real layering and plating. I don't know how well this shows them on the camera, but this is actually grooves in the sculpt, so it's completely unique piece and really cool and really awesome. And you want to go with Cyborg?
Absolutely. So take a look at this guy, looking absolutely fantastic. I love the sculpt on this one also. Like, you can see a lot of the little bolts here. Lots of detail on this guy. He looks incredible. He's got like the tough stance going on too. And Ray Fisher's going to bring something very special to the Cyborg.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Cyborg brought to life because I'm a big fan of what they did with the cartoons and with the different incarnations of Cyborg over the years. I mean, I'm even a sucker for the gold plating Cyborg at like the 90s where he was a planet. That was weird. But it was cool, and so it's great to see that he's going to be brought to life in live action for the first time.
Are you a Teen Titans Cyborg guy, or
I'm an all Cyborg kind of guy. I actually really liked Cyborg in the Injustice games. I thought he was really cool.
Yeah,
kind of a dark turn for the character, but some really great stuff. And I mean, also they got the guy who did the voice for the animated Teen Titans show does him in the Injustice game. So
I'm pretty sure the movie is going to be a culmination of Injustice and the Teen Titans.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. He's a cool character, and I'm so happy he's gotten this higher presence in the last few years, ever since joining the Justice League and Jim Lee and Jeff Johns' run.
Yep.
So now we've got to show off the Dark Knight himself, Batman. Of course, Ben Affleck has been a really cool representation of the Dark Knight. And this Funko realizes his unique outfit that he'll be wearing for the Justice League movie, where it almost looks like he's ready to be working in like an iron workshop where he's forging new weapons for the entire league. He's probably the costume designer for the Justice League. I mean, they all look so nice together, right?
Yeah, he looks like he's ready for battle in this one. Oh my god.
It's really cool. I really like the way that they highlight the goggles here, and also the different paints really pop off of the figure. And it's really nice to see the high contrast that I think is important to making these more animated style figures work.
Yeah, they definitely did this line justice.
Awful.
You can do it, I can too.
Yeah. And actually what I really want to show, once again, really fine detailing here. They show the plating on his abs, and that's really cool. He's got like this really cool chest piece that highlights just the physique of the Dark Knight Definitely. I mean, this is probably the buffest Batman we've ever had.
Yeah, and they're going
He
with
looks
a
like
much
he's going to
more-
take you down.
Much more tactical look too. You know, not just like a Teflon suit or a armored suit. I mean, technically it's armored, but it looks
Right.
like he's actually trying to function in this one. He could probably
Yeah,
turn
he
his
can
head.
move-
Who knows?
I think he can turn his head. He's definitely turning heads.
Thank you very much.
The puns are gonna keep coming, folks.
Yeah, really. And
All right, so we got Jason Momoa's Aquaman here. Now that spear looks incredible, and he just looks completely awesome. Like, I would not mess with this dude at all. I love that they kept the gold and green paint apps on this guy. That whole color scheme, you know, has just always been Aquaman. They're going a bit for the 90s Aquaman.
I love that though, because
That
like
is-
I'm a big fan of like the Peter David like swashbuckling like stuff with Aquaman, and even like when they made a joke in like Metal about like the hook hand, like I want to see that stuff. Like I love that stuff. This is like the Aquaman. This is the Aquaman that's like take no prisoners Aquaman.
Exactly.
This is the guy that like no, I rule the seven seas, and there's a reason that I rule it. You know.
Would have been cool if he had the hook arm though, but whatever, baby steps.
Hey, you
We're
know,
getting
we'll
there.
see what happens. Maybe things will go horribly for him. And, you know, he's got his own movie that they have. I believe that they've actually finished a lot of the filming on it. And I'm super excited to see what they do with his own feature-length movie, because Aquaman's such a cool character. And I'm really glad that, I mean, he's Jeff Johns' baby. Jeff Johns has
Oh, yeah.
really spearheaded this new direction for the character.
I don't know if you guys can see that. We got the little these little birthmarks right here.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it really captures Jason Momoa pretty well, like especially with the eyebrow over here.
Yeah,
Very-
definitely. And he's got such a distinct look. I think that a lot of it is in the eyebrows. They give him those like really crazy eyebrows Momoa has.
Very impressive.
So now we've got the Man of Steel himself, Superman, Henry Cavill, of course, depicting the character very famously so far in the DC Cinematic Universe. He's been the real touchstone so far. Of course, he's been the main driving force
course.
behind, you know, the movies, behind Man of Steel, BVS, and now we don't even know what his role may or may not be with Justice League. You know, we know that Henry Cavill's somewhere in the movie, but we don't know anything about it, which is really cool and really exciting. And I love this Funko Pop representation because it's completely different than what they've done with Henry Cavill for the previous ones. I really love that it got him in his cool like landing pose / takeoff pose.
Yeah.
And it's great because this allows you, you know, with Funko Pops, since they don't have articulation, you can't always like recreate a scene from the movie. But because this one is really well posed, you can actually recreate scenes of him taking off for flight, which I think is one of the coolest things that they've done with Superman, has really made it feel like there's a power behind his presence and behind him flying even.
Yeah, I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but the texture on this pop is incredible.
The texture on this is crazy because if you're familiar with the movies, you know, he's got like layering to his thing to make it look more alien, more Kryptonian.
A little
And-
scaly, but
Yeah, and this is super cool. And what's great is that it captures the intricate weaving of the costuming, but it doesn't become distracting. You know, it's like there, it's part of the texture, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
and it's a great pop. This might be my favorite out of the line. It might be. I'm a sucker for the Flash, but for pure sculpt purposes, that might actually be my favorite.
Henry on Henry. Last but not least, we got homegirl herself, Wonder Woman, and I love this one. This might be my second favorite. I love the paint applications on her torso armor. It's incredible. I love the dagger here, the lasso of truth. Got the shield on the back. Even the hair sculpt, it's like very subtle, but it's also pretty impressive. Can't forget the tiara.
What I really like about this too is that, you know, this is a really good realization of Wonder Woman in the cinematic universe as a Funko Pop, and like they've done her before, but there's still enough distinctions to make this feel different. And it's good that I'm happy to see that there are a number of Wonder Woman Funko Pops, because Wonder Woman's a great character who deserves a lot of merchandise.
Absolutely.
And it's been flying like crazy. I mean, when the Wonder Woman movie came out, the Funko Pops for her were gone in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, we had tons and tons and tons of Wonder Woman, but oh my goodness, people loved the movie so much, and they love Gal Gadot so much, and it's great that this is kind of like, okay, good, there's a new Wonder Woman pop, thank God, because people were like missing out on it because the demand was so high, and I'm really excited to see what she does in the movie, because Gal Gadot, I mean, Wonder Woman was amazing, and it was such a great movie, and I'm really excited to see her character continue to grow and what they do with her in the movies.
Yeah, just by the trailers for Justice League, it looks like she really has grown even more into the character too.
Definitely.
Like she looks a little bit more hardened in the Justice League. Just by that opening in the bank scene, in the opening of the trailer, she looks like she's not taking any prisoners either.
Well, and I think it's great because you can see that Gal Gadot has gotten so much more comfortable with the role. This is now her third time as the character, and that's really important that she gets to really take the time to develop the character. And now, by the time we get to Justice League, Wonder Woman is this real presence that audiences are familiar with, and she's really, in a lot of ways, the real powerhouse behind the Justice League. Like, Superman might have more raw power, but Wonder Woman is so much more disciplined.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that realized, and the Funko Pop realization of that is super awesome. But beyond Funko Pops, I know that there is, of course, legions of fans that are fans of the Dorbs. So what we've got right here are the Justice League Dorbs as well. Now these are really cool, and we're just going to show these off real quick. They show off a number of the Justice League, but what I gotta show off more than anything else is right here. This is Steppenwolf.
Dun dun dun.
The Dread Steppenwolf is, of course, the villain for the new Justice League movie, and maybe some of the audiences are going to be really, really curious about this new character because he's somebody that a lot of people won't be familiar with, but he is such a powerful presence in the comic books, and I'm really excited to see how he is realized in film. And this Dorb is really great because it's such a contrast to the style of the character, because the character can be really intense and really scary, and this is just a fun little Dorb. You can see in the back some detailing here. We're not going to crack them open, but we're definitely going to appreciate them, and really excited to see what role Steppenwolf plays in the movie. Really excited. And really excited by these Dorbs because they're really cool, and I have a number of Dorbs at home. I do like the Legion of Collector Corps box stuff, and so I get like all the special Dorbs like mailed to my house, and they're really cool.
Nice.
So I like seeing all these that are really fun and really cool realizations of these characters. And I mean, I have a gallery of Flash figures, so I'm of course going to want both the Flash Dorb and the Flash Pop. And if they do any limited exclusive ones, I'm probably going to hunt those down too. But yeah.
Hey man, I might just root for the villain though. I mean, he's too adorable. I just can't take it. Look at this, man. That is incredible.
So that's gonna about do it for us here from Midtown. There are obviously a ton of really cool Funko products for the Justice League movie. All of the Funko Pops retail at $11.99, and the Dorbs are $8.99. And right now, that's the only way that you can get Steppenwolf. So you got to check out the Steppenwolf Dorb. It's the only way to get them. And check out the Pops. Check out Funko. They've got some amazing stuff. The music is playing Play That Funky Music right now. It is perfectly appropriate, and we really love these figures. So come on by and shop with us.